Hello everybody, it's Andrew Hutchings here, and I'm kind of just killing time, so I'm gonna make another video. Gotta take my shirt off because I'm a fitness channel, and what would my videos be if I didn't? This video is about how to stay looking the best if you can't work out for years. I was injured for 4 years. I tried working out, I could not work out. It killed me. It was a very difficult part of my life. So often I would walk past the gym I used to go to. I'd look inside and it'd make me so sad that I couldn't go in there. I'd go in there, I'd try to work out, but I couldn't. I couldn't even press. I don't know if I could do 2.5 pounds, but I know I couldn't do 5 pounds in my left arm. Even just a little tiny bit of air on my left arm caused immense pain. I had nerve damage, just so you know. But yeah, how did I stay looking as good as possible during that time? Now, there's really just 2 parts to it. I could not do anything, everyone was always, my parents at least, were telling me, oh, work out your legs, blah, blah, blah. I could not work out my legs. There was no way on earth, when I had torn ligaments and tendons and nerve damage in my left arm, that I was gonna put a barbell over my shoulders. I couldn't even sit down on like a leg curl machine because just pushing against something caused pressure here. There was no leg exercises I could do. I mean, walking, but walking was bad enough because each step I took caused some force to go up. It was painful. It was misery. It was horrible. But what did I do to stay looking as good as possible? Because that's how I am. I always want to be looking as good as I can. I stayed lean and I worked on my abs. Even though it hurt, I did ab exercises like this. This was my main one. For some reason, it didn't hurt my arm and whole shoulder and arm area as much as other things. So I kept good abs, and all the rest of my muscles were shrinking. But as long as you got a little bit of muscles, low body fat, and you got nice looking abs, you can especially look good in pictures, but you can also look good in real life. So in pictures, I could still pull off looking great because I had amazing abs. Also because when I was younger, when I did gymnastics, I did crazy ab workouts. My abs were way better when I was 16 than they are now. I mean, when I was 16, I weighed like 145 pounds. I had a 21-year-old who was on the wrestling team who had already graduated a while. I mean, he's probably 20 years old. He graduated like 2 years before. He came back. He was probably about 210 pounds, a little bit over 6 foot. He was a big guy. And I had him hit me as hard as he could. I mean, he started off hitting me just like moderately in my abdomen. And then I had him hit me as hard as he could. And I mean, obviously it had an impact on me, but it didn't really faze me because my abs were that strong. Yeah. So there you have it. I just stayed lean. Did the only thing I could do, which was work on my abs. And I ate a lot of protein. I'd be eating a lot of tuna, a lot of nuts. I mean, anything with just protein. And to be honest, I was drinking a lot of alcohol. That impeded me, but my diet was alcohol and tuna and nuts and chicken and yeah. Maybe a little bit of sugar, but I think I really didn't eat much sugar at that time. Because if I'm drinking a lot of alcohol, I don't need to eat sugar because they kind of substitute for each other. And I really didn't eat much carbohydrates. I mean, I must have had some, but for the most part, it was like drink a lot of alcohol and eat a lot of tuna and stay lean, work on my abs, and do as much as I would also just flex my muscles because I couldn't work out, but I could flex them. And that kept them in a more activated state. So I remember I went on vacation with my dad to Europe when I was 19. So, I mean, we'd go to a restaurant and I'd go into the bathroom to take a leak and I would be going, and then I'd be flexing my lats. You can't really tell, but I'm flexing my lats. I'd be flexing my triceps, flexing my biceps. That way when I came out and I'm walking around during the day, because I usually went in a tank top, my muscles would have more of a pump. I mean, I love working out. I love building muscle. It destroyed me to not be able to work out and go downhill for 4 years. If you don't love working out like I do, and I love it less now than I used to just because I've already reached a really high level and I can't keep pushing that much higher, but it destroyed me to not be able to work out. Plus the pain. I mean, it was like you want to... And of course, I went to so many doctors, none of them were helpful. That's not the point of this video. Basically, work on abs, keep a pump, low body fat. That's what you gotta do, and just wait it out. And I literally, because I tore a ligament that was right here, and yes, I don't know the name. I don't need to know the name. I just need to know that it's this ligament that's right here. I think it's the coracoacromial ligament. Regardless, the name doesn't matter. The ligament matters. I literally held the bones together every single day for years so that it could heal better. I mean, some days I put a sling on that would hold it, but it wasn't quite... I don't remember exactly how I held it because this was a long time ago and it was misery. But yeah, I made sure that the bones stayed next to each other because I knew if they were like this, because they didn't have a ligament holding them together, they weren't going to heal. So I held them together every single day to help them heal. So that's what I did. You can hire me for training advice, consultations, plans, whatever. Same thing with diet, supplements, not medical advice. You can hire me, consolidate medical information, give it to you so that you can understand it, so you can make the best, most well-informed decisions about your health instead of blindly trusting somebody else who may not even have a clue what they're doing just because they went through medical school, they passed some tests. Doesn't mean they have a clue. I mean, I'm not going to get into how stupid most people are that go to universities, including medical universities. It's sad. You can hire me to tutor you in chemistry, organic chemistry, chemical biology, designing a virus. I don't know, as long as it's not going to get me in trouble. Don't, let it off on a subway station and infect a bunch of people. But you can hire me to tutor you on that. And please give me a like and a random, I don't care, just a random comment even. Someday I'd like to make money off my YouTube. That way I can, first of all, have money to live. Second of all, so I can do scientific research that I want to do.